Hello, I am live. I am here. Um, and my tummy does hurt. So this is gonna be interesting. What is this Minecraft build? It's a barn for animals. Well, I already got one of those. Um, but yes, we are here. I don't know how long we're gonna go. I'm thinking 3-ish hours until around noon my time. Um, and yeah, that should be plenty of time to get through a good chunk of this book. Not my sound actually being on my phone. But yeah, my tummy does not feel good, so like we may end even earlier because yeah, I'm not having a good time. It's okay. We accept the pain. I do have my heating pad going right now to try and help, but we'll see. Also, you know what I should do? I should like actually find the book. Uh, Storygraph. Uh, okay, that's not gonna work. I will have to go through searching my TBR way. That's fine. The way I could have just searched the author's name and I knew that. Um, yeah, it's about 370-ish pages, but it's like a shifter romance, so it's fine. I gotta find it on Storygraph. That's not how you spell. I added a G. I'm also gonna be taking notes on it. Uh, so that's a thing. I do have my iPad set up over there with my keyboard. So I tried to set up the keyboard with this computer. For some reason, it wasn't working. There's also a dog on my bed. You can 100% hear her right now. So, how many pages is my copy is the real question. We'll figure this out once my Kindle wakes up. Where is it? I've read a lot of weird books recently on my Kindle. Also, oh, okay. Give me a hot sec. We're gonna move downstairs. Um, I'm pretty sure people left already. It's fine. That's why there was a dog in my bed. And then I'll bring everything else I need down during the first sprint. Maybe sprints won't be that long if this is the issues we're having. I should have guessed this is what's going to happen every time. According to my Kindle, it'll take me 4 hours and 40 minutes to read this. Intriguing. Also, according to my Kindle, my copy's 347 pages. But yeah. Why do they not have an e-book format for this book? You'd think. Or what I assume is a self-published, I don't know if it's actually self-published, Shifter Romance that's free on Amazon. They'd have the ebook as the primary version. But you know, we're not gonna talk about it. It's fine. There we go. I need to mark this as owned. Apparently I do not. Anyways, I'm probably gonna start the first sprint in like Aha Tech because I gotta go get my charger and all my other stuff. So from the sprint, so I will turn off my camera. Also, that's the thing. At least we're starting sprints early. Yay! Another thing I could do is actually like post the sprints. You know, on like Instagram and stuff, but why would I do that? You know? I really should not have eaten that sandwich yesterday. I had leftover pizza that had jalapenos, and then I ate a Subway sandwich that had jalapenos. And I don't know what it is with their jalapenos versus my jalapenos, but damn, does my stomach not feel good after the fact. But that's fine. That's fine. We're not gonna talk about it. I guess we can start the first part 10 minutes after. Okay, I know that's all set up. So I already got the timer and everything for it. Love that for me. I need to put on some chapstick. I say that. There's chapstick right here. I left down one down that says, hello, hello. We're going to put on some chapstick. While I'm thinking about it. We're using the coconut pear one today, apparently. I like it. You don't really get the pear, but it like tones down the coconut, right? Because you don't want too much coconut. Hear me out. But my lips have been chapped a lot recently. I guess I'll start the first sprint so I can go get everything that I was upstairs for when I set it up. Sorry. I'm at work, but I am reading Core Silver Flames. I believe in you. I did not like it that much. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on that book, but I hope you enjoy it more than I did. Also, I now call it Akasif, because you know how for the whole entire series they did the abbreviations, so Akatar, all that stuff. But there's like no and in there, so yeah, we would just pronounce it Akasif whenever we would talk about it. It's a good time. Anyways, I'll start to sprint. And turn off my camera to get the stuff that I left upstairs. Because, and hear me out, my computer decided, screw you and the internet up here. But yeah, I'll talk to you in 30 minutes. Hello. Hi. Um, how are we thinking about a longer sprint for the next one? Because on top of reading, I'm also taking notes on this book. How many bullet points did I write down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it kind of just throws you in with a bunch of information, which is fine. It's just a matter of me having to write them down. Um, where did I get 7 pages? That tells you how much information you gave me if I wrote that many notes in 7 pages. It's fine. I also did some other stuff, so you know. Um. Oh yay, cherry blossom or clouds. Well, we can do cherry blossom this time, and the clouds next. Okay. Um. Hello, Betty from Serbia. Reading Burnt Sugar. I don't think I've heard of that one. I was trying to think if I had or hadn't. So, no, I don't think I have. But who knows with me and my giant TBR? Do I even know what's on there? No, not half the time. Why? Why is the ad Kindle gave me Baby and the Beast? I'm taking offense. Connor Prince, what her name, is a rich and infamous ex movie star with one dream. He wants a baby. That's it. That's the whole entire thing on here. Hello, hello. It's Kindle. We gotta have a conversation about that. Speaking of, that just reminded me that like out of all the weird little bits of exposition just thrown in the first 7 pages, we learn that uh, the main character has a history of everyone in her life leaving her. First, her parents, then her best friend Dust. Yeah, and then her sister. So I want to know: does one of the four love interests? I think it's four love interests in this book. Is one of them Dust? I want one of them to be Dust. Uh, it's about an Indian woman and her relationship with her mother. 2020 release. Intriguing. I feel like I may have actually heard of this. Now that you say that, I could spell. Apparently, I haven't heard of it. I like that cover though; it's pretty. Oh no, I have heard of this book. Okay, that's why I heard of it. One of the bajillion booktubers I watch has read it. Okay, okay, that's how I've heard of it. I need a new sticky note. My sticky note is running out. The one that I write books that I learn of from either people watching people on booktube or during sprints, because someone always reads something and I'm just like, I need to read that. So I've started this thing where I write them down, and then if I really want to read them, the inside flap is even prettier. God, that's how could you do that to me? It looks so cool though. But this way, if I really want to read it at some point, I have a list and I can add it to an actual TBR. That is way too long normally, but that's fine. You know who would also like this? H. I'm going to write this down, and then during the next sprint, I'm going to mention it to her. Because I feel like she'd like this. Don't think she has it on her Yeah, she doesn't have it on her TBR, so I think it's her type of book, by the sounds of it. It's good, but you need a before and after fluffy book because it's jam packed with much heart hitting stuff. Okay, yeah. I know that stuff. That's what I'm doing right now. Actually, I'm doing the before fluffy book. Because I know the next book is a book very heavy about self harm. That I'm going to read. So currently, I'm reading a shifter reverse harem romance, and then afterwards, I'm going to read a contemporary romance. So I can just sandwich it in some cute romance and have a good time. Because it's like 200 pages, and H told me it's going to destroy me. So this book probably is her type of thing. You know what I should do? I should just copy the book page link and send it to her. Yep, that's when I find the way to get back into a slip. Yep. Yeah. My favorite is when the fluffy book ends up having hard hitting stuff, and then you're like, excuse me? I had that end of last month. I just didn't read for 3 days because it did that, and I was like, excuse me? Goodreads, why are you like this? There we go. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I'm reading the fluffy book now. And also it like doubles as a book for other stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna have to do that for the 5 books I have after these 3. I think one of them's a contemporary. Like it's YA contemporary, but I think it's gonna be oh yeah, there's 2 of them that one of them's a hard hitting contemporary, the other one's a YA contemporary, but I think that one's gonna be one that I also should like sandwich. Good thing I also have 3 romances planned for that vlog. Hilarious. Hilarious. I love how I do that accidentally. Right. You know what's a perfect balance? Full Disclosure by Cameron Gary. It's why about a black girl with HIV, but it's a good mix of important issues and fluff. I'll put it on the list. That gives me what I think You Should See Me in a Crown is gonna be like, because like that one is a black girl at I think at a private school, and like she wants to become a doctor and all this stuff, but her scholarship for college falls through, and so she comes up with this plan to try to become prom queen because the winners of prom king and queen get a scholarship, right? And so I think it's gonna be like this cute little thing about like high school and trying to become prom queen, like a lot of those dumb kind of rom-com stuff that I think Disney did in 2010s. I don't know. Uh, but also like stuff about race and like you know what I'm trying to say, race and perceived expectations and uh, dreams falling through and all that stuff. Uh, Cameron. Garrett. Okay. Felix Ever After was kind of good too. Yeah, that one's on my list. Mm-hmm. That one's on my TBR. I gotta read that one at some point. Who knows? I think I realized why my sticky notes stopped sticking after a while because I keep on putting them on my monitor and then taking them off my monitor to write on. I think I recognized my issue. It's fine. I should just leave this open, let's be real. I'll probably use them later on. Using my nice pens. They're erasable because I'm cool. So that I can erase things off the list and replace them with other things. That's the reason why. It's the reason why I'm using those ones and not like a normal pen. All right. Yeah, we've been talking for over 10 minutes, I guess. I guess I should start the next sprint. Do that. Yes, I did the cherry blossom for this one. Hell yeah. How did I forget that I did the cherry blossom for this one? It's so cute. All right. I shouldn't have to leave during this one unless the dogs decide to go crazy. So I'll talk to you in 45. Hello, hello. I got to page 26. Which means I'll have read 19 pages. Yeah, okay, I see how it is. I I mean, I'm taking a lot of notes on my iPad. I want to get through chapter 3 before I end Lost Springs. Right? I wonder if I could find the audiobook. Where's the cloud one? This is the cloud one. Not the Dungeons and Dragons movie trailer. Uh, but yeah. I freaking find the audiobook. It's like, uh, Unleashed by Bella Jacobs audiobook. Well, that's the ebook Google Play. Anyways, I don't know if Betty's back. From the store to get milk. Good times, good times. I guess. The only place it looks like it is Audible. Uh, but like I have free trial that's ready on both accounts, so I can still get the Crescent City you want to get and this one. Okay, this is now I think I love that for me. It's fine. Do I really need the audiobook though? I think I'm fine without it. Why is it 8 hours long? Honestly, like why is it 8 hours long? I need to take a picture of this thing to H. Who has heard of the Burnt Sugar book, by the way? You know what it may be on? It may be on Script. I didn't check. Not Script telling me similar to the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and then A Court of Thorns and Roses being below that. Script, are you okay? Script, do you need help? Unleashed. You know what? There's gonna be too many books. I gotta look up. Oh, Jacobs. Nope, it doesn't look like she has it on here. Shame. No. It's not on here. So sad. Not H just saying OMG to the audiobook. Okay. Um I'm reading Unleashed uh by Bella Jacobs. It's an interesting author name, pen name. I assume it's a pen name. Right? Like every time it gives me Twilight vibes, especially since it's a shifter romance with wolves on the cover and the main character on the cover looks like Bella. Um yeah. And it looks like other things she's written have been vampire romances. So I should be able to survive it without the audiobook though. It's not that long. So, you know, it's fine. Alright. Should we start the next sprint? Probably. What hot house flower? I don't think I do know it. Listen, I don't know a lot of books. I don't know why it's given me a book one of my friends would read just by the name. Um, one of the books in Addicted series. Yeah, I haven't heard of this one. That's the wrong tab. I want to go to this tab. There we go. Now I can see myself. Um, but of course, I'm reading a shifter romance and taking notes on it. I'm multitasking. I'm taking notes on it and reading at the same time. I think if I just do it, I was worried that I wouldn't remember stuff if I like just read through a chapter and then typed up the notes. But I think if that's the way I do it, if I like read a chapter, highlight things that point out that like stand out to me, and then go back and type up the stuff I want to say about it, um, and whatnot. I think that'll be fine. Like I'm going into way too much detail. I don't need to go into this much detail, but it's fine. It's fine. And then I'll go through it faster. So I'll do that for chapter 3, which I am going to start in this sprint because why are my headphones like this? I have 2 minutes left in this chapter. I don't prefer. I know some people prefer it without sound, right? Uh, plus there's like questions with copyright and whatnot, right? Like one timer because I do timers from YouTube, right? And one time I forgot to mute the timer, and then the person who didn't it wasn't the channel that posted the timer, so I think it was a person who had owns the music that was in the background, and so they copyright that section right of the sprints. I don't know how they managed to find it. So for that purpose, I tend to keep them muted. But if I'm like doing it by myself, if I'm just reading myself, I tend to listen to some type of classical music or lo-fi music in the background. Um, like I know some people like ambiance and or music or whatnot. So like read with me's, I prefer it if they have like a little bit of ambiance, but like it's really quiet. And then if I'm just listening to music, I tend to just listen to the Pride and Prejudice soundtrack on loop because I'm me. Um, we don't need to worry about it. I'm okay. But yeah, that's what I tend to do. Um, did you need that much detail? Probably not. I do have the timers though muted. Lo-fi hip hop. Uh, but yes, I'm gonna start the timer and I'll talk to you all in 45. And then after this, we'll do like a 20-minute one to close off with. Right. Okay, I took a lot of notes. Chapter 3 was really, really short. Love that for me. So I'm on chapter 4. Got to page 48. I am 15% in somehow already. Read 22 pages that time. But yeah, I took a lot of notes while I was there. And I think we're gonna do a small sprint. I don't like computer being so loud. Hi, Helen. Maybe I will. I'm going to do a small sprint. And then to finish this chapter, and then start eating my lunch. But then also, then I'll go live on Twitch, so it's fine. But you can be here for 15 minutes. Butterflies. I'm doing this one. Computer, please. Thank you. But yes, I'm reading a shifter romance, Helen. And I'm taking notes while I read it. Is it necessary? No. I mean, it's for the podcast also. It's for both vlog and podcast, but like, who cares about that? Look at all. This is, you can't see it. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, you can kind of see how much I've written down. I've broken it up into chapters. Each chapter I start a new group of bullet points. I started really recognizing how we managed to make 2-hour-long episodes. Because I finished editing the most recent episode, which is the Ice Planet Barbarians, the other day, and like that one's also an hour and a half long. So, and like I didn't actually follow my notes for that one. That works. I can read my paranormal romance while you Minecraft build. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start off by going to the Nether because I need to get more quartz. I played 8 hours yesterday and I didn't stream it because I'm me. I somehow didn't stream it, but I didn't really do any building. I just built a well, and then went and spent most of the time collecting stuff for my next build, which is gonna be a mushroom house. But it requires lots and lots of quartz. I have a bullet list on like my phone, right? And it takes like a lot of concrete and like the spruce and other stuff was easy enough. It was literally just like over 200 just quartz, and then there's also like the quartz stairs and the quartz slabs and all this stuff. And then there's like over 250 different concrete and all this stuff. So I was collecting all this stuff, and I still need like 2 stacks of quartz blocks. I did the math. So I gotta do that. I gotta do the Nether and do that. It was funny because I was in the Nether doing that while Dion was in the Nether just trying to do stuff in the fortress. She found the blazes, which she was very happy about. Yeah, I know, it's like an airplane. Can't wait to hear your thoughts to see if I get it. Ice Planet Barbarians? Yeah, it's I go into it. I do go into it pretty heavily and whatnot. But basically the moral of the story is like there is unexpected assault scene in the first 20 minutes of the audiobook. And so like I read maybe 30 pages of this 180-page book that first day, like 10 pages more after that, and then didn't read anything for 3 days because it put me in a slump. I was like, what the fuck? Why did nobody warn me? I honestly should have just checked the content warnings, but I didn't think about it. But other than that, like it's a little weird. It's your typical like monster romance type thing. That being said, it's not poorly written in any like I actually like the writing style. There's some stuff about lore that I actually really like. Though I do question how this planet has 2 suns and it's an ice planet, you know. But that's beside the point. There's like one part in the podcast where I'm like, wait a second, how does that work? And they just like, doesn't matter. And I'm like, no. Yeah. Are those good or bad notes? It's a mix of both. Here's the thing. This is a book that H has read and really enjoys and told me to read, right? Because it's for the vlog where H chose 3 random books, right? And so for 2 of those books are also going to be podcast episodes, right? But here's the thing. Like, it's not bad. I don't mind the writing style. It's pretty easy to read when I'm not just taking notes the whole time. I gotta really stop taking notes throughout the chapter. Which one? Ice Planet Barbarians is adult. Or new adult. I guess it can be considered new adult. I labeled it as adult, but like they're all 24, I believe. All the girls are. If that gives you an idea. Unleashed, I think, is YA. I'm not sure. Actually, I hope it's not, because I want spicy dance scenes. It's not YA. Why is it labeled as slow paced? I'm reading this kind of fast. But yeah, no, I gotta stop like taking breaks in the chapters. And just type the shifter one. It's not YA. I think it's new adult. She's like 22, 23. But yeah, no, I gotta just read a chapter and then put the notes in after the fact. But I'm going heavy into the plot because H doesn't remember much of the plot stuff, so I'm going like into the plot with my theories and thoughts. Also, did I mention it's reverse harem with 4 shifters? And I have theories on 2 of them already, and also I have theories on the background of the shifter stuff. This is me we're talking about. Like, they brought up one random character from her background that went missing when they were children. And I went, I bet he's one of the shifter boys. And then there's like this guy she has a crush on who works at the shelter with her. And I'm like, I bet he's one of the shifters. And then there's some weird stuff that just came up with her past. And I'm like, what if this has to do with this and this is this actually and all this stuff, but they were lied to and this is this. And that's why this happens. You and Dion, we really are. I'm surprised Dion hasn't gotten on yet today. She's been going on at like the middle of the night while I'm asleep to like finish builds. And then I'll wake up, play by myself for like 2 or 3 hours, and then she'll wake up, join me, and then we'll both be building. Like, what the hell? She did finish her shop all day yesterday when we were playing. Build her shop, so I can show you that her shop and my well. And Jeff just started to plan his house. That's also a thing. And then he gave me 64 amethyst, and I think a diamond as well. Someone put a diamond in one of my chests. And I think it was Jeff Castillo said it wasn't her because of my shop. He was like, oh, I'll take some potatoes. I'm like, dude, there's baked ones too. And he's like, oh. And then he gave me 64 amethyst. I don't know. It's been hinted that she really likes like fantasy romance type books. The character, where like the male character will do anything for the heroine, like do anything to protect her, all this stuff, right? And so like I'm like, oh, 100% foreshadowing, 100%, and like I don't think it has the male tag on Goodreads, and it doesn't have the gay tag on Storygraph. So I'm gonna assume is not with each other and her. I think it's just each of them with her. Which is like a shame, you know? Like maybe I want something like Iron Widow, where there's 2 guys and a girl, and like they have like both a romantic thing with her, but they also have a enemies to lovers thing together. And so she's just standing there cooking as they're like in each other's arms fighting about what's the best thing for her to do, but also kissing. And she's just there, just like cooking them dinner. I think the moral of the story is I just need to read Widow again. I do plan to. For the buddy read with H, I'm going to force H to read it. I know she doesn't like fantasy, but I'm going to force her to read it. Yeah, no, it's like reverse harem, shapeshifters, paranormal, fantasy, paranormal, romance, supernatural for the tags. New adult. Okay, that's what I thought. Urban fantasy, dystopia. Yeah, no, there's no gay tags. Wow, 4 people labeled it as meh. 3 people named it as Polly, so. Oh, good. Also, Fated Mates tag. Love that. But yeah, it's also giving me like some Twilight vibes here and there. I mean, the author's name is Bella Jacobs. So like, is it really a surprise? But yeah, no, it's giving me some like little hints of Twilight. So the way H rated this 4 stars, it doesn't have any content warnings on Storycraft, so I can't tell if it's spicy or not. I want to know if there's a spicy scene. Come on. Katie Roberts has a fun contemporary romance called My Husband's Best Friend, where it's a true poly, like a lot of pining between 2 men. I must listen, all you gotta do is say Katie Robert and I'm in at this point. Like, do we not remember the Young Gods fiasco? Like, I've liked every other book I've read by Katie Robert. But like, then Young Gods just came out here and was like, hey, you want to make me a favorite? And I was like, sure. I love you. And there's nothing I can do about that. I think I've looked at a lot of her books. For obvious reasons. I gotta read the sequel to Dragon's Bride at some point. Because I know that came out somewhat recently. Wait a second. Did you just say it's free as well? Oh, you know I love free things. It's almost like I made a whole vlog where I read free books. And I DNF'd 2 of them. I don't know why I'm writing it down when I'm most likely gonna get it. Why do I always add 2 T's in her name? I don't know. Okay, I need to check this. This book is also free on Amazon. I'm sorry, not Goodreads giving me what looks like historical romance that is lesbians. I'm just gonna put that in a new tab for later. My husband's best friend. It would just be easier if I just look up Katie Robert. Yes. I gotta also continue the Wicked Villain series because, like, and hear me out. I like the first one, and like some of the later ones really intrigued me. Thank you, computer, for getting so freaking loud. Oh my god, is that an H high? The whole series by Katie Robert is really good. Not everyone. H send help. Everyone's telling me to mention Katie Robert, and I'm just sitting here like, Listen. True. Listen, I'm just saying. I do plan to read Dino Stud instead of the next Ice Playing Barbarians. First, right? I also want to read that Shrek one you sent me. I gotta figure out what that one was. You're not too late. We're still gonna do a 15-minute one, but I got someone mentioned Katie Grauber, and now I'm having a good time trying to find this book. Uh, I think I found it. I think this is like a series that like I've looked into. So, I love that for me. Yeah, I figured that out. The Taboo series is one that I've looked into once or twice, and I'm like, should I do it? Should I do it? It's 5 books, and it looks like it's completed. Never mind, it looks like the last one hasn't come out. What is it? This one? He published 2022. Okay. I shall see if any of these are free. Emdo. Yeah, they're all $5. Sad face. But it's the written down on the list, so it will happen at some point. What bold words are those? H, are you gonna fight me? Listen, you've seen my whiteboard. You know the life I'm living. But I am having a good time with Unleashed. Though the current plan is to just finish the chapter I'm on, but she just got the weird phone call. If that means anything. Also, I will show you how many notes I've written down. It's fine. We don't need to talk about it. I am a normal person. Anyways, put the pen back in the thing. And then we can start the sprint. Intriguing. See, now you're making me want to read it. And it is on my 22 or 23 to read in 2023. But so it's Unleashed. Fun fact. It's actually right here above the one that I read for last month's weekend reading vlog. Lovely. But it's in my TBR jar as well. So I'm not gonna read it until I pull it. So, I gotta wait. Oh, intriguing. You're welcome. But I will read it this year one way or another. Even if I don't pull it out of the jar, I'll probably read it. Because I've heard a lot of good things. Like one of the people I follow on Goodreads who really likes a lot of her books, really, really liked Malibu Rising. I remember when they were reading and they were like, wow, I love this. I'm having a good time reading about these rich people dramatics. And I'm like, sounds like a good time. And I like the cover. The cover's gorgeous. I'm happy for you. I own it physically. And H and I have very different reading tastes, and it's good. God, yeah, your reading tastes are like complete opposites. Are you two okay? I love that for you, H. I love that you're having a good time with this random book that you decide to pick up. I love that for you. I want to finish this chapter and maybe read the next one depending how long it is. Also, my iPad's dying for note taking, so I thought about it, and the first few minutes after I woke up, it's good. Yeah, you said that you did that. I'm surprised you really didn't just finish it all the way through last night. Malibu Rising and Carrie Soto is back on my top faves. I think one of the booktubers I follow who really likes a lot of her books is going to read Carrie Soto this month, so I'll see if she likes it because we like similar types of books when it comes to those types of things, right? So I'll see if she likes it, but yeah. I literally counted a random number generator and counted through my TBR histogram. H. I know it's not a thing on the app for Goodreads, but they have it already numbered. And so you could have just messaged me and been like, hey, can you go to my TBR and tell me what the blah, blah, blah number book on my TBR is? Like, Bessie. It would have been like 1 a.m. and I was already tired. I feel that. Listen, I was so exhausted. I was ready to fall asleep at 10 and then I stayed up until 1 a.m. and I woke up at 7 a.m. I just finished the scene of Carrie yelling at the party and she's so real for that. I love that for you. I wonder if I could look through your list like that. This is very important research. We could be reading books right now, but this is research. I love how just a lot of the books on your favorite shelf that I see right now are like Twilight, New Moon, Mara Dyer. Books that I've read and liked. The Person Being Wallflower. I'm never going to read it. Identical. I don't know what that is. Girls Serpent Thornton, love, of course. House of Golden Stars. I liked. It's fine. A book that's I haven't heard of before. And then The Wicker King and The Legend of the Golden Raven. And then Totally Good Idiots. Like, HB serious. I found the issue with why I wouldn't be able to do this. It's like you have 0 books on your want to read shelf on Goodreads. I have no clue what you're talking about. Also, I could have just tabbed out and done it on that computer. It's fine. I'm signed in on Goodreads there. I don't think I actually could have done it that way. Real shame. Don't think it works like that. Oh my god. I do not plan to play Minecraft for like 8 hours again after these sprints end. Okay, which means we gotta read, fam. We gotta read, fam, so I can go play Minecraft. Look at the butterflies. Look at them, they're so pretty. Anyways, I'll talk to you in 15 minutes. Not making it so I double clicked. Okay, I do not need to see those butterflies from the corner of my eye that whole time. Thank you very much. H told us blessingly that she took everything off at Goodreads because it was in Yak, right? And then left. Oh my god, is that Dion? That was the last sprint, Dion. Welcome back, Betty. I love it when that happens. I love when you go to get something and it's like the last. Like you get everything else but that, right? Like, yeah. But then you doing that remind me that when people went shopping yesterday, they found some of my favorite salsa that they haven't had in stock in the grocery store near here, so they had to like go a ways away to get me salsa. Luckily, they were going there anyways because you can get things in bulk there. So my mom was like, salsa. And I was like, so I'm going to eat some of that for lunch before I go and play some Mooncraft. Play some Mooncraft. I'd like you all to know my new name is Bob the Builder. Because all I do in that game is build, apparently. I think I read 5 pages during that sprint. Wrote a lot of notes because a lot of stuff happened. The end of the chapter was a raccoon knocking on her window and holding up a note that says "run." So good times. She's just out here vibing. So yeah, that's happening. And then I was like, because like I was typing on my Bluetooth keyboard, right? And it's like fine, but the issue is that like sometimes it counts me as pressing it as double pressing, so it like does 2 spaces, and then it's like because it's 2 auto does a period, and capitalizes next letter, and like sometimes it counts as like me deleting twice and things like that, and it got annoying, so I turned it off and started typing on like my iPad itself. But with the nails, it's kind of difficult to do things like that, right? So I was like, I wonder if the voice to text thing works better on my iPad than it does on my phone. And spoiler, it does. The only word it ever messed up was the main character's name, and basically it just did it as Ren as in REN, not WREN. So like that's what they gotta change. So that's fun. So that's how I'm going to take notes now because typing's annoying. For this one, for Carmilla, I'm going to draw them out because I have to make a graph table because my brain is on 2 sides when I read that book. It's on like biting titties and it's on like the actual literary analysis of like how this book is actually about feminine sexuality and stuff like that. So I have to make a graph. Bob the Builder. Yeah, that's me. I love that you found a picture of me. It's so nice. I know, right? Like I was like, what? And then I messaged Aisha. I was like, what the fuck? But she's reading, so she hasn't replied yet. She's listening to the audiobook of Malibu Rising on her phone. That's why she hasn't been here this whole time. That and also like she was like, I just want to read it through. I don't want to stop for like 10 to 15 minutes. I was like, it's fine. Go ahead. So she popped in for like 5 minutes, but like otherwise. Yeah. Sam, we had once a pumpkin seed flavored hummus and I found it in the next town over, and since then it's a monthly trip to stock up on it. Yeah. That sounds good. We haven't had hummus in forever. It's like it's something about the texture. Like it's the same company that we normally get. It's Tostitos, but like the texture of it is more of like a liquid texture, more of like a soupy texture. And then like also it has jalapenos in it. Like you can see that bits of jalapeno in there. So like it's a little spicier. Got a little more of a kick. And then because of the watery texture, it's like good to just like dip your chip in and eat it. So and it doesn't taste like tomato because I sometimes don't like the taste of tomato. It does taste like some tomato. I don't know what it is about this. salsa. My mom did find a good dupe for it for when they can't find it, but like apparently that one place still stocks it. The Shaw's near us doesn't stock anymore. You think since my mom's boyfriend literally bought 10 of them in 1 month that they'd be like, hey, maybe we should stock this. But like, no, why would they do that? It's fine. I'm fine. So I'm gonna have some chips and salsa, and I'm very excited. I've already put it in the fridge beforehand. When the UPS driver came in, I had to get stuff out of the basement. Get my mom package out of the basement so that I can have it nice and cold. Try typing with the side of your little finger. That's how I type nails. So intriguing. I've been doing it with my thumb. The sides of my thumb, because like my thumbs are fat. Or than the rest of my fingers, right? So that's how I've been doing it. Especially with the like when I have to change the bullet points or change something to like being bold. Like I type what chapter it's on in bold, and that's not in a bullet, right? So then I gotta go onto the next line, make it not bold, and a bullet list again. And when I do that, I do it with the side of my thumb. But yes, I think it would probably work too. Yeah, I don't know. You'd think, being as I've had these on for almost a month now, I would have learned how to type on my iPad with these. But like, I barely can type on my phone. You should see me trying to message Age. It's not a fun time. It's a lot of voice messages being sent because like I can type on my computer. That's why I was doing the keyboard. Because I can type with a basic keyboard with these. Not a mechanical one. The mechanical one is very difficult. Which is of course is the one I stream on for gaming. But like with this keyboard I work fine. Which is good because like for when I actually do my writing. Oh, lovely. I love how my computer finally shut up. That sounds good. I make my own salsa and sauces when it's a bit runny consistency, you know it's real tomato in it. That I was like, it tastes like fresher too. Like, and it's not like just chunks of like green pepper or whatever and onion in there. It's like more finely chopped up. I think it may have been done like the things being chopped up is like probably done like a food processor of some kind, so that's like really fine and whatnot, which I prefer to. And it's just better. You break yours within 2 weeks. Like, yeah, these ones were done by my mother. You're like my mom. My mom does hers like half the length of mine, and the last time she did them was around Christmas time, and they were like even longer than these, right? Here, I'm trying to show. Yeah, they were even longer than these, right? These are like even shorter than those ones. She was originally going to go even shorter, but I hate the feeling of someone filing my nails and she couldn't find her drill. She found it like right afterwards. Well, she found her drill. She couldn't find her drill bits. But yeah, she did these. She likes doing nails now. It's like kind of her thing. Listen, we know where I get my hyperfixation genetics from. It's her because she hyperfixated on doing her own nails. Because like it saves money from not having to go to the salon, right? Especially since like the closest salon is a good chunk of time away, right? So she ordered a bunch of stuff, and she has like 50 plus different like colors to choose from and whatnot. And I was like, a lot of them are pinks and purples, and I wanted pinkish purple. And then I ended up with this one. I like it though. It's got like nice, like almost like confetti type thing on the inside. You can't really tell, but like, yeah, you can tell more like that. But I like it. And so now she occasionally does my nails when she's in the mood, because she does hers and they last like a week, maybe 2 weeks. So she's like, I'll do your nails, and these have been on here for about a month now. I could probably look through my journal and tell you exact date that she did them. The only one, this one had to be replaced because like 2 days in, it broke right through the middle, which is kind of an issue. But otherwise, no issues. I like kept on thinking this thumb was gonna fall off because it feels loose, but no. It's all like fine, perfect fine. She's like, you can take them off whenever you want. I'm like, I'm gonna leave them on until one of them falls off, and then I'll like manually take them off. But otherwise, these babies are on. And my nails are growing faster underneath them, so it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, my mom did these for me. My mom, sometimes she does my nails. Sometimes she also does my hair. Sometimes she gets in phases where she wants to learn how to curl hair, so she with like a hair straightener. And we have very similar hair types, so she learns it on my hair. Yeah. There was a bit where like all my videos had me with straight hair because she would mess up and then straighten my hair. It's a good time. That's also something that she could learn. I tried to learn lashes, but I gave up. So yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, mine break right where my own nails start. Yeah, mine. Well, my nails naturally are really, really, really short. I have issues where my natural nails break really bad. There was a bit where for a good chunk of time there, right before she did them for Christmas, this hand was naturally longer. Like it was about half as long as these right now. Naturally, I grew them out in like 6 months, like from June. It took to do that. These ones, I mean, my nails break so easily. It's like impossible. And my right hand is really bad because I'm right-handed, right? So I didn't even try with my right hand, but I was like actually trying with my left hand, and then they all started to break. I was like, I'm sad. And so it like broke where my finger starts, like my fingertip starts, not where my nail starts, because like all the way down here. But I think I can see like my natural nail starting to pop up. So that's fun. It's gonna be fun when I take these off and having to just like file down my natural nails and stuff and figure out what to do. Look at you go being at 77%. I believe in you. I think I'm at like 15, 16% in Unleashed. I'm supposed to end sprints because I want to eat lunch, right? Drop the phone. Also, H, there was some weird raccoon out a window. It told her to run. I'm scared. Which one is this? Can it be Dust? Is it gonna be Dust or is it gonna be Kite? Is that his name? I want to know what the two other love interest names are, because like you got Dust and Kite. I assume Dust is gonna be one of them, right? Yeah. You get collagen, calcium supplements. That's what stopped him from making. Yeah, my mom got some, and I tried them out. And I think they did help for a bit, but like I'm very bad at remembering to take things like that, so I would just forget, and then I'd be like, well, I forgot to take it for 3 days, so what's the point now? And just don't take them for like 2 months. Credence, I love how I'm right about Dust. Hell yeah. Credence, Wolf. Listen, I wrote down, I don't have my iPad because it's charging, but the weird scientist guy that I'm suspicious about, right? That's gonna do the treatment on her, right? Um, his name is also very weird and suspicious. And listen, I shouldn't say. I mean, her pen name is Bella Jacobs. I assume it's a pen name. So like, at this point, should I really be surprised? No. Oh my god, can I like a post by Stingray on Goodreads? Oh. I can't wait till I tell you all the things that I've learned. Also, Nina's boyfriend, model friend, is my favorite character. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, I have like calcium pills I'm supposed to take that I never like freaking take. But you know, it's fine. Brandon is sad drinking one of the guest rooms. I'm so confused, but I'm happy you two are having fun with this. Um, oh my god, there's another shifter series that she has called Wolves of New York. Um, she has a vampire series. And the first one is called My Big Fat Bloodsucker Wedding. And it apparently takes place in New Hampshire. Very intriguing. Oh my god, My Big Fat Bloodsucker Secret Baby? Push Up Brawl? Why? Age, I believe you. I think Kit or Jay are my fave for obvious reasons. I will love you. Now my sister's gonna be a reel on Instagram. Anyways, I'm gonna end sprints. In like half an hour, I'll be live on Twitch. It's linked in my link tree in the description. In case people want to watch me build a mushroom house in Minecraft. Because I'm an adult. So yeah. I'm not gonna do a nearly 12-hour stream. I swear. Kid is also okay. I love you too, Bessie. I love you too. See what 10, my dad. Yes, I always forget you're 3 hours behind me. Yes, you're 3 and H is 1. And then I believe Dion is 5 ahead. Which is why a lot of people who end up at sprints are people who are not from this part of the world. Like, right? They're more of like England and over there because the time difference, right? Like normally most people are asleep when I'm doing sprints on this side of the world. Weirdos. Why would I sleep? Anyways, I'm gonna go eat this salsa. I'm very excited. I gotta try to open up the jar with my nails. I just realized this. H, can you come over and open the salsa for me? Anyways, I'm gonna go. Bye.